Good evening, everybody. I just learned the message on which I wasn't present at church the other day, which was entitled Jesus Was Moved by Compassion. And I just wanted to orchestrate something on the series of messages that, as far as compassion is concerned, is to have the bowels yearned in terms of that. It may be disgusting, though. You do feel the love and the sympathy to pity, and then resulting in action. Now, most people don't compare to what's being said. They think it's a feeling of sorrow. However, the real definition is in addition to facing something, you're doing something. That's what it's about. And if you read Ephesians 4:32, then you would know this by now. This word, which is compassion, has been brought up so many times in the Bible that people just don't even recognize it. And here's more. Real compassion does not break your heart in two. There's a lot of compassion moves inside your muscles. This is not how we look at compassion. It's about the blessings in each other that really has a heart in it that in turn has a southern twang. Each time you say that, you see them, and that's where the compassion comes in. Like you say that. There's no saying about that. It translated from generation to generation. No harm, no foul. For instance, if you compare her on Friends, Rachel broke up with Ross. Well, for the moment, until they got back together again. That was as far as the storyline was concerned. Yet, showing compassion to them is being a lot more empathetic with the kind of crises that have been going on with each of them, time after time after time again. You can say whatever you please, yet showing compassion is a mandate to you, to others. Now, if you read Matthew 14:14, this will explain it all. And if you know how many people who are in this crowd around the boat, that's coming in you. You'll picture that. There, you'll hear about a popular story of the feeding of the 5,000. That's right after this. He lands right there in sorrow, tired, and is overwhelmed with compassion, and approaches each person who gets sick, or was laid up from somebody who was sick, and in that crowd there, and does not go anywhere because they want to hear him preach the message when they're hanging. Prior to that, the real reason for this is because it took a lot of encouragement for other people, each and every one of these, to be healed. In other words, it took a lot of prayers and a lot of support for everybody. He changed 12 baskets of bread and some fish, and he turns all of this into food and teaches those people, speaking because he had compassion for each other. And above all else, he also healed those blind people as well by touching their eyes, leading them into sight that followed them, I must say. And if you read Matthew 20, 33, 34, and you would know this. First of all, I do believe it's very, very, very important that we as Christians, for us, try to show compassion in front of other people, even though they may not realize it about that. They may not even realize it at all. And by the way, this is my opinion. So don't get me wrong. Another opinion I have found out was if in order for them to just get better each day, then their best bet is to go to church, get into the good word, listen to what the word has to say in front of all this crowd, and at the same time be anointed with oil, and to have a clean heart and clean mind. Well, thank you very much. I hope you have a blessed night. Take good care, and goodbye.